The speed and power of computers have been doubling every 1 to 2 years since the 1960s and 1970 seconds. Currently, artificial intelligence, coupled with this computing power, may be on the verge of solving some of the greatest technological barriers. Nevertheless, scientists assert that humanity is at a critical crossroads, and the path we choose in the next century will shape the course of our civilization for generations to come. Will humanity one day reach the pinnacle of technological advancement, enabling us to become an interplanetary species with the ability to colonize entire galaxies? Or will our own technology be our downfall? Stay tuned to find out. In 1964, Soviet scientist Nikolai Kardashev introduced a groundbreaking theory, suggesting that all civilizations, regardless of the race or culture of their inhabitants, require energy to sustain themselves. As societies grow and evolve, their energy needs increase exponentially, driven by factors such as population growth, improved living standards, and technological advancements. To gauge the level of energy consumption, Kardashev conceived 3 levels of civilizations, although other scientists have since proposed 4 additional levels. Each type of civilization is distinguished by its energy consumption level and the technologies it employs. Now, let's delve into each of the 7 types. A Type 0 civilization utilizes nearly all the natural resources of its planet to obtain energy, venturing into space with rockets powered by chemical energy. This is where we currently stand. This is due to the fact that a Type I civilization consumes at least 10-16 watts of energy, while we currently consume around 10-13 watts of energy. This places us at approximately 0.73 on the scale. Theoretical physicist and futurist Michio Kaku estimates that humanity will be capable of consuming energy on a scale comparable to that of a Type I civilization within the next 100 to 300 years. However, to cross this threshold, we need to overcome the Great Filter first, a phenomenon that eradicates civilizations long before they can meet. The theory behind the notion that each extraterrestrial civilization faces a barrier to its survival came from economist Robin Hanson. This Great Filter could encompass anything from nuclear war, pandemics, artificial intelligence, planet-destroying asteroids, or even climate change. If we can surpass whatever our Great Filter may be, only then will we be able to advance to the next type of civilization. Type I civilization, also known as a planetary civilization, will be capable of establishing control over all available energy resources on Earth. This implies that we, as humans, will need to fully harness all the solar radiation reaching our planet. Earth absorbs about 71% of the energy radiated by the Sun, and every hour, 430 quintillion joules of solar energy strike the Earth. The total amount of energy all humans use in a year is approximately 410 quintillion joules. That said, if we were able to harness all this energy at once, we could power everything using just the sun. Wind energy, along with hydroelectric power, would further supplement resources for technological development. In terms of leveraging the power of a star, nuclear fusion will be the key to a significant leap in clean and reliable energy. However, outdated technologies must certainly be replaced first. Our current nuclear plants operate using fuel that undergoes nuclear fission, which has a low energy conversion efficiency, leaves behind radioactive waste, and presents high risks of accidents. On the other hand, nuclear fusion will offer a safe and nearly limitless source of clean energy without radioactive waste. By creating engines powered by nuclear fusion, we would be able to send manned spacecraft to any planet in the solar system. life on Earth could become more comfortable, climate change could be mitigated. And it is conceivable that in the future, we might even build entire cities underwater. Advances in medicine could eradicate cancer and other incurable diseases, significantly increasing human longevity. However, the future holds even greater promises as we move to the next level of evolution. A Type 2 civilization, also known as a stellar civilization, harnesses and consumes an astounding 1026 watts of energy. Scientists believe that humanity may have the chance to surpass this threshold in about 3,200 years. Once we achieve this level, we will be capable of tapping into the limitless energy reserves of the Sun. There are several methods to accomplish this, with the most notable being the Dyson sphere hypothesis, colossal megastructure with a surface area millions of times larger than that of Earth, designed to capture and transmit the entire energy output of a star. Alternatively, a star can be encircled by a cluster of satellites and space habitats. This method of energy collection is sometimes called a Dyson swarm. The swarm would consist of a large number of individual solar collectors or panels, which could be positioned at different distances and orientations around the star to maximize energy capture. The energy collected by the swarm could then be wirelessly transmitted to a central location for storage or usage by the civilization. As humanity enters the era of anti-gravity engines, new opportunities for prolonged space travel and colonizing the solar system will be unlocked. With advances in medical technology, astronauts will no longer have to worry about the adverse effects of prolonged space missions on their health, as tissue regeneration and significantly prolonged life expectancy will become a reality. However, as our civilization continues to grow and evolve, it will only be a matter of time before the confines of the solar system become restrictive, prompting us to explore farther and push the boundaries of our technology. According to Kardashev's calculations, reaching a Type 3 civilization or galactic civilization could take up to 5,800 years. At this level, we will have harnessed the energy of stars throughout the galaxy, and even collected photons from the accretion disks of black holes. With an astonishing 1036 watts of energy at our disposal, we will be able to travel almost instantaneously across the Milky Way using the mysterious phenomena of wormholes. To further expand our horizons, we will create advanced races of robots and cyborgs, and explore new frontiers beyond our wildest imagination. We will likely approach the concept of immortality as human lifespan reaches its maximum potential. While this level of development may represent the upper limit of any civilization, some scholars have gone beyond Kardashev's theory and proposed models for civilizations ranging from types 4 to 7. A Type 4 civilization would achieve the ultimate advancement in our understanding of the universe, harnessing an incomprehensible energy potential of 1046 watts. Their mastery over the power of supernovas, which explode every 50 years, in a galaxy like the Milky Way, would grant them access to vast amounts of energy. And with the addition of dark energy, they would unlock the key to traversing the distant corners of the cosmos, possibly even establishing themselves within supermassive black holes. Yet, this is just the beginning of humanity's awe-inspiring journey. As future humans delve deeper into the mysteries of physics and energy, they would be able to manipulate entire galaxies, extinguish stars, and form new entire planetary systems. There are hypotheses that such a civilization would achieve the definitive feat of immortality by transferring their consciousness to digital realms. With so much power at their disposal, these beings would rewrite the laws of nature as we know them. But by pushing the boundaries of scientific knowledge, they would also discover that the universe is much vaster and more complex than they ever imagined. Perhaps they may even discover there is a multiverse of universes out there. Type 5 civilizations could master the natural phenomena of an entire universe, gaining direct access to all its energies. They would manipulate matter and spacetime, creating and destroying stars and galaxies at will, constructing pocket universes for specialized habitats or massive scientific experiments. When we reach a Type 6 civilization, the power surpasses the limits of a single universe. These beings would be able to travel between different universes in the multiverse, using multiple realities to acquire and manage energy and resources. The essence of their existence would be almost unimaginable and paradoxical to human understanding. Lastly, a Type 7 civilization would transcend any space-time limits. They would be omnipresent, controlling the multiverse in its entirety, and possessing an absolute understanding and mastery of all physical, metaphysical, and astronomical laws. Such a civilization would occupy a state beyond physical existence, as we know it, and theoretically have absolute power over creation and destruction, potentially being seen as gods in the broadest sense of the word. The journey to these advanced levels is theoretical and shrouded in many hypotheses, but it illustrates a potential path for exponential growth of human knowledge and power, exploring limits that are currently only glimpsed at the intersection of science and science fiction. If multiverses become our new reality, a Type 5 civilization will conquer these worlds, tapping into an almost inexhaustible source of energy along their journey. And hypothetical white holes, considered the opposite of black holes, could be the key to achieving this. Meanwhile, science will actively delve into the study of higher dimensions, unlocking secrets and possibilities that were once considered fiction. According to scientific theories, a Type 6 civilization would become multidimensional. If humans entered the fourth dimension, which is a hypothetical spatial dimension beyond the three dimensions of length, width, and height, our physical bodies would not be able to exist or function in that realm. Scientists believe that physical laws and object properties would behave differently in the fourth dimension, making it incompatible with our three-dimensional bodies. But for our descendants who have ascended to a Type 6 civilization, this may not be an issue. Theoretically, they could learn to preserve their consciousness as pure energy, capable of being transferred from one dimension to another. The only obstacle could be the energy resources required to make such a transition. However, perhaps a Type 6 civilization could extract energy from white holes across the multiverses. While purely hypothetical, those who inhabit this new reality will surpass the speed of light, travel back and forth in time, and overcome the limitations of cause and effect. After hearing all of this, you might think there are no more levels to progress. But there may be another tier, the ultimate pinnacle of a civilization's progression. A Type 7 civilization would consist of the creators of all laws of nature, matter, energy, space, time, and dimensions. We cannot imagine what life in a seventh type civilization would be like, or even if such a civilization can exist hypothetically. In this unfathomable universe, entirely different physical laws would reign. Even if we could access them, we would never understand them. It is theoretically estimated that it would take 10 duodecillion years for us to become a civilization of this type. Another idea is that we may never reach the seventh level, as it is not a community of beings, but rather existence itself. We may not even realize if such a civilization existed in the first place. Contemplating the possibility of extraterrestrial intelligence is a captivating subject. However, Searching for evidence of such highly advanced civilizations is a significant challenge. Looking for civilizations at lower levels on the Kardashev scale would be a more realistic pursuit. The theory of different types of civilizations provides clues for the search, particularly on exoplanets with suitable conditions for life. According to NASA, there are potentially 300 million such worlds in our galaxy, although we have only studied about 55 of them so far. Advanced telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope are not only searching for signs of biological life, but also for signs of technological activity. Astronomers believe that with the modern equipment we have today, they would have already detected signals from a Type 1 civilization if it existed in the regions of space we have already studied. In that case, extraterrestrials would be traveling through space at speeds that would make their ships noticeable. A Type 2 civilization is also unlikely to remain completely invisible to us. To gather energy, they would need to surround stars with Dyson spheres. If a Dyson sphere were built at the same distance from the Sun as Earth, and if it were stable, it would encompass a space roughly 600 million times the surface area of our planet. In other words, the interior of a Dyson sphere would be vastly larger than Earth's surface area. According to Dr. Robert L. Forward, a megastructure with a radius of 1 astronomical unit would require about 1027 kilograms of material, equivalent to the mass of Saturn. However, this estimate assumes a solid shell and may not consider the technological challenges of building such a structure. It would take a colossal amount of construction materials and energy to make stars darken as they are enveloped by Dyson spheres. None of this has been detected in the Milky Way so far. However, there have been times when scientists thought they had found something like a Dyson sphere. When the SETI Institute detected a signal from the star HD 164,595, 92 light-years from Earth. Astrophysicists hypothesized that only a beacon from a Type 2 civilization could send such a powerful signal. But it turned out to be just a military satellite orbiting Earth. And in 2008, astronomers detected an exoplanet orbiting a super bright orange dwarf star and named it Fomalhaut b. At first glance, the planet appeared as a bright and cold pinpoint of light swiftly moving across the sky. However, by 2014, the planet had disappeared, leaving scientists pondering the reason behind its disappearance. Some suggested that the planet's orbit may have become unstable, causing it to drift away from its mother star. Others proposed that Fomalhaut b may have migrated to orbit a different, larger, and brighter star elsewhere in the galaxy. It was only later that researchers discovered that the celestial body was not actually a planet, but a massive cloud of frozen debris. It is believed that this debris formed from a massive and violent collision between 2 icy asteroids, an extremely rare phenomenon. While we may never know for certain what happened to Fomalhaut b, it is possible that a Type 2 civilization was in need of construction materials for their next megastructure, such as a Dyson sphere. Given the uncertainty surrounding star disappearances, the question arises of how we would even begin to track the activity of a Type 3 civilization. Type 3 civilizations are either very rare or simply do not exist in our local universe. Astronomers have been searching for Type 3 civilizations using the WISE infrared telescope, hoping to detect large amounts of infrared radiation that such highly advanced civilizations would emit. So far, no sign of such activity has been found, but astronomers remain hopeful. It is speculated that Type 3 civilizations may be hidden in massive cosmic voids, whose origin is not fully understood. One particular area of interest is the Boötes Void, which is almost completely devoid of stars and galaxies. and has a diameter of 330 million light-years, making up approximately 0.27% of the diameter of the observable universe. According to scientific speculations, the empty space may be attributed to various types of activities of an advanced Type 3 civilization. It is possible that some extraterrestrials are obfuscating entire galaxies one by one, covering their stars with Dyson spheres, or moving them to desired locations. Scientists hope that Earth's technological advances will allow us to test this soon. Do you think we will ever find intelligent life out there? And if we do, should we try to make contact? Leave your comments and stay tuned for the most surprising cosmic discoveries. Thank you for watching.